My wife, Selena Buckley, is a violinist. I've wooed her for 5 years before she finally agrees to date me. After our marriage, Selena insists on staying child-free for the sake of her career. Left without a choice, I can only poke a few holes in the condoms. Finally, Selena gets pregnant, and with twins too. Delighted, I make all preparations to welcome the new members of my family into my life. But I accidentally stumble across a photo of a pregnancy report posted on the social media feed belonging to Leo Kolchak, Selena's senior at work. Thank you for fulfilling my wish to become a father, Selena. I can't wait to meet my twins. I feel as though I got struck by lightning. At that moment, I feel like a complete joke. While Selena is at Leo's birthday party, I begin packing up. I make sure that I've taken all of my belongings with me. All that's left is the divorce agreement on the table. I was sitting on the couch when my wife, Selena Buckley, came home. My phone screen displayed the pregnancy test result I had screenshotted from the social media page of Leo Kolchak, her fellow music student. With her 6-month belly leading the way, Selena's footsteps were slow and heavy, but a pleased smile curved her lips. Out of habit, she glanced toward the shoe cabinet, clearly expecting me to take out her house slippers for her and hand her a glass of warm water. But this time, I didn't move. She froze for a second, then bent down to change her shoes herself. But her swollen belly made her movements clumsy. Her fingers barely managed to reach the laces, and no matter how hard she tried, she couldn't untie them. Watching her struggle, I felt an ache in my chest. In the past, I would have crouched down, helped her out of her shoes, run warm water, and even massaged her swollen ankles. But today, my hands and feet felt shackled. She looked at me, a trace of confusion and hurt in her gaze. Randall Cahill, what's wrong with you today? Previously, whenever she looked at me like that, I would always indulge her. I finally walked over, crouched down, and helped her into her slippers. My silence finally made her sense that something was wrong. Babe, what's wrong? She asked again. You seem unhappy. I didn't answer. I simply handed her my phone. On the screen was the pregnancy report, and Leo's caption beneath it. Her eyes fell on the display, and the smile on her face froze instantly, replaced by unease. Then, as if she'd pieced together an excuse, she spoke carefully. Leo has always wanted a child of his own. You know that his wife never gave him any children before she passed away. He said he doesn't want to remarry in this lifetime, and randomly impregnating someone would be illegal. We studied under the same mentor, so we know each other very well. Besides, over the years, our mentor has helped me a great deal. I couldn't refuse. It's just IVF. Once the babies are born, I'll hand them over to Leo, and he'll raise them himself. A bleak chill spread through me. I suddenly remembered those first few days when I'd just learned that she was pregnant. I'd been so excited. While thrilled, I'd also been worried she'd blame me for secretly poking holes in the condoms, and that she wouldn't want to keep the twins. Later, when I saw that she seemed happy about the news, I assumed she'd finally come around and wanted children now. I never imagined that this was a terrible misunderstanding. While I was secretly patting myself on the back for how clever I'd been, had she actually been letting out a quiet sigh of relief? I let out a bitter laugh, feeling like the biggest fool of all. So you chose to hide it from me? I asked. You let me act like a complete fool, running around taking care of you every day, even believing these were our babies? But now I realize I've been nothing but a joke. Selena's tears kept falling. She covered her face with both hands, her shoulders trembling slightly. My heart both ached and burned with resentment. Once upon a time, she'd been my whole world, the happiness I'd chased for 5 years. But now, everything felt like a dream that was completely shattered. She sobbed, looking ever so fragile and pitiful. Babe, don't be mad. This really was just to repay my mentor's kindness. Once I deliver these babies, I'll give you as many children as you want, okay?